Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry with Jax Jungler for season 12. For your runes, you're gonna want to take Lethal Tempo, Triumph with Tenacity. That gives you the option of not having to go Merc Treads. And then you're gonna want 𝗕𝗂𝘀𝗶𝗹 with Sudden Impact and Ravenous Hunter. This build has a nasty 66% win rate. And for your items, you're gonna want to go for Trinity, Bork, and Sterix. You can swap out Sterix for the Bork for the second item if you are already team fighting. If you're not already team fighting, then Bork is better for 1v1s to the death. But once you are in team fights, Sterix is better, helps keep you alive if they throw all their burst on you. The biggest thing that's going to be giving you issues on Jax Jungle are generally mages. Mages usually have CC that you can't block with your E. So things like Fiddlesticks or even a Lilia can be really annoying. You play really well against anything that you can block their auto attacks with your E, or any CC that is auto based like Leona Q stun, or a like a Xin Zhao Q knockup. Jax plays really well against any champion who does most of their damage through auto attacks. Jax plays pretty well against. You don't have to pull them both together like that. You're usually going to get your W at level 2. It's a little bit better than your Q because of the lower cooldown, and it is an auto attack resetter. Make sure you try to block as many autos as possible with your E, so you don't usually want to start it up until you are about to soak an auto like that. If you do that properly, you should be able to block 2 autos from the monsters. Auto attack W reset. Your Q is also pretty much an auto attack resetter. Keep in mind your W does increase your auto attack range as well. So if they are falling out of your range a bit, it can be a good tool. Kind of awkward. Your passive stacks fall off really fast. They increase attack speed, so I wouldn't stress out about keeping those up when you cross over. It's kind of impossible. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a refill and pull this into the bush. That way we'll know if Warwick's coming. We should be able to solo Warwick if we play it right and if we're full HP. It'll be a close fight because we can block his autos and his Q. As long as we block his Q with our E, will be fine. We're gonna go ahead, take our last refill, get our health as high as possible. You can take Flash or Ghost on Jax. Ghost is better for kind of late game and for team fights. Flash is usually a little bit better for other things. We came up behind him. I didn't want to jump. I felt like he might kill Quinn. No, I don't want to steal these from Quinn. I want to let her have them. This is a lot of minions, and I am also low on health, so I can't really go for scuttle fight. So Quinn got though. She should really TP back to lane because she's low. It looks like she might actually be mad because she's typing, but she really shouldn't stay with this low HP. That's a huge mistake. Since I lost HP from that gank to the minions, I didn't want to go for scuttle fight. I'd most likely die on it. First item rush, you're usually going to be looking to go for a Trinity Force. Trinity Force is your best first item on Jax. Divine Sunder is a really close second right now. You could go Divine and still get very good results, especially if your team doesn't have any tanks. This game we do have a Galio, so I feel like I don't have to go for Divine. Divine gives a little bit more HP than Trinity Force gives double the HP, which is nice. So Quinn did delay her recall for too long. She should have just reset after the wave crashed. And don't feel bad about soaking the XP off of successful ganks because you both get 80% of the total XP anyways, so the main thing is she just backed really late. You're going to go ahead and max her W first. We have 2 smite charges. Smite auto attack W reset. Bot not really gankable. Mid's kind of gankable, but if you look at TF's wave, it's pushing to Diana. So I'm not sure if I can actually do anything there. I used my E slightly too soon, so I wasn't able to block 2 autos. I'm not actually sure if you can block 2 autos from the ground. He has really slow attack speed at only 0.43. You may not be able to block his. You're usually not going to be invading people to the death on Jax Jungle unless it is a weak solo jungler. So if it's something like a Twitch or Tristana, any kind of off meta jungler or really squishy auto attack based jungler, it can work super well against. Since Warwick's very scrappy 1v1, it could turn out very poorly because if I have to use my spells to get to him, then he can kind of just win the fight type of thing. We need to go on a fight on equal footing or me ahead for us to just straight up raw win it. That being said, we do way outscale him. Looks like Aatrox just died. That's nice. Warwick's bot side, we can push into his top side jungle. Jack's power spike's really hard at level 6. Gets super powerful for 1 versus 1s. Assume this scuttle's gone. Yep. If you're gonna wait on base for gold, don't wait for anything more than like 30 gold. Anything more than 30, it's gonna be too long. At that point, you usually just sell like refill or something. I'll say don't wait any more than 50 gold. That's just such a long time. We can go top. You see how Aatrox's wave is shoving super hard. Just because on the minimap he's under his turret. Like that wave is going to be in a really good spot to gank here in a second. I'm trying to pull this out a bit so if Warwick shows up from over here, I can still get away. If I'm inside of the camp, then he can come up behind me. I'm not using my Q because it's a good escape tool. A lot of times you want to leave one wolf so the camp doesn't reset. I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of vertical jungling versus this guy. Aatrox just slayed a ward. I think we can still make this work. I'm going to ghost early. He reacted a little later than I thought he would. Blocked his auto attack. Quinn didn't really react at all, so my ghost was very wasted. It is what it is. We'll play for Scuttle, try to get level 6. Aatrox seems like he's gonna fight me for this. Warwick's here as well. Warwick hasn't actually backed yet, so this might actually turn out well for us. Quinn should just all in this. This is free. We got our Eon. Auto attack W. Q jump, auto reset. I could use my R for extra armor. We don't need it though, because they're really low. Your R gives you a bunch of extra armor, magic resist for 8 seconds. We got a lot of value out of our E. We were blocking all the minion autos. We were blocking Aatrox and Warwick autos. We can block the Warwick Q with it as well. Plus, I saw Warwick. He hadn't spent his gold yet. He was still pressuring the map. And plus, like, I had the Sheen advantage. That's huge. We can definitely gank this, especially if he doesn't know I'm here. My E's on a cooldown. Got my R on. Oh. Got her. Oh, I died. The final turret shot barely pinched me. We just needed one more big hit on her. It kind of sucks to give her shutdown. It is what it is. At least we got the gold from it. Jax outscales pretty much every single champion in the game for 1 versus 1s. There's really not a single champion that can out 1 versus 1 him. It's a bold statement, I know, but it's true. The biggest reason why is the highest damage dealing champions in League are generally like auto attack based champs like a 𝗕𝐿 or Vayne. But since their attacks are auto based, it goes in through their auto attacks. Jax can block all of that with his E, and his E gets on a really low cooldown in the late game, so they can't really hit him back when he's doing things. With that being said, Jax can struggle in team fights if the enemy team has a lot of AoE CEC. This game they have the AoE Warwick Fear, they have the AoE Aatrox knockups, AoE Diana R, the Lulu R. So this game I don't think I'll be able to team fight. I'll just have to split, which is fine. Diana's going bot side. Oh, she's actually on dragon. We could fight this. TFRs. Yeah, Warwick's not even level 6. I got my R on. Got it. Yeah, on Warwick, you don't want to be soloing dragons if you don't know where the enemy jungler is. You usually want to get a kill on a laner. Otherwise, if you're already tanking dragon and your abilities are on cooldown, you're just going to die. He's also really late to level 6 since he's been dying. Plus, on really any jungler, doing dragon before you're level 6 can really delay your power spike since most champions rely on their level 6 for ganks or 1 versus 1s. The main exceptions to that are champions like Udyr or Elise where they don't really have an ultimate, but most champions do have an R, which makes fighting way easier. Warwick's going to be here shortly. I got to get out of here though. I'm way too deep. I don't want to stay to fight him because Diana's going to collapse. Their bot lane can collapse. Warwick can take a while to kill because of his E damage reduction plus fear. I'll get scuttled and go mid. Auto attack W reset. Auto attack Q. Auto attack W reset. We'll go mid here. Might walk into her. If you're already team fighting, start maxing your E next. If you're not, go for Q max second. We're not going to be team fighting for a while. All the outer turrets are still up, so we don't really need to start getting points in our E. Having more points in your Q helps you stay on top of people and secure the kills. Your E, no matter how low of a cooldown you get it, in the early and mid game, you usually can't use it more than once per fight anyway, so that's why you, even though it gets pretty low per cooldown, why you usually don't upgrade it second. Oops, I smited that really late. If I had a ward, I would jump over. Since I don't, I'll go over here. I don't even want to get my Krugs right now. Jack's in the early game. I didn't say it, but I showed you. Ooh. Auto attack W reset. I ghosted because I know Warwick has his R. He just hit 6 and he hasn't used it on anyone yet. TF's R is about to be up. I literally win this. Oh, okay, maybe I don't. All right, we don't win that. I took so much damage. I needed to wait a little bit longer till TF could get in there. I kind of used up my E, and then I just got focused down really fast. Quinn's pretty big. She might be able to pinch this. She's got some life still. She's starting to tank the Herald. We're going to get our Trinity Force now. If we had that, we definitely would have won that fight. We took pretty much all magic damage. Warwick does mostly magic damage. I'll even go for the Merc Treads here. I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to go push back in. I can literally fight them 1 versus 2 now. I literally just needed more tenacity, more magic resist, and I needed my Trinity Force. 2 seconds of dodging. I needed 3 or 4 seconds here. Man's going to pick up the kill. We could play for Dragon Soul and get this Herald. We can still get double Herald if we hurry, I think. What's Herald's respawn? 6 minutes? Yeah, as long as you get it before the 14-minute mark, you can technically get the second one. So I'll hurry up and take this. Herald Eye opens up per auto attack. It's not based on damage dealt. Jax has really fast attack speed, so this guy opens up really quick. We still have our Qs as an escape. I'm going to hold on to my red smite. It's really useful for fighting people, taking reduced damage. Quinn has red buff. She's going to be able to kite that Aatrox like crazy. In ganks, you want to come up behind them. If you have to use your dash to get to them, that's what you have to do. Ideally, you want to hold on to it for as long as you can and only use it when you can no longer reach them with your autos. Since I didn't come up behind him from very far, I kind of had to use it just to get on him. Same way with Master Yi. You want to walk into them autos, and when you can no longer reach, that's when you want to use your gap closing ability. If you get in the mindset of that, it helps you to gauge ganks whether or not the gank will actually work. Because if you have to use your gap closer just to get to them initially, that usually means you're not going to have enough time to actually kill them. We'll stun him and run away. Might run into Diana here. We should be able to beat her in a fight though, pretty sure. I just can't fight her and Warwick at the same time. If they combine their CCs properly, I basically can't even auto. Still not a full item. It all depends on if I can block Warwick R with my E. The thing is if he fears me, then he can R me for free. Unless my E's already on, and even then. He landed his R. I gotta go help. Another point in our Q. Yeah, he's running. He saw me coming. I'm not gonna steal any last hits here. I'm just gonna get them low for her. And then we're gonna take turret. We should have laid Herald before 14-minute mark, because that's when plates fall off. Someone should break this. Auto attack W reset. Dragon is up. I'll go lay this mid. We'll get Bork, then we'll get our Sterix. Diana can't solo Quinn. Shield Bow's OP. Shield Bow's just way too good. Auto attack W reset. We get the kill. Your W plus your Ard's Thirst Strike plus your Sheen is like nutty. Like look, 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, so much extra damage. I got my ghost on. I'm gonna jump away. This is getting weird. I'm gonna keep my passive attack speed up off this scuttle. He's a goner. Jax can struggle in team fights like you see there. If they just keep CCing you, Vayne condemned me out of the air. And then I was getting railed with their other CCs. So where Jax struggles the most. It's usually why you go for double tenacity stack or at least Merc Treads or something on him. If you don't build any tenacity in your runes or items, you basically can't team fight, assuming they have CC on their team. The bad news is the Diana knockup and the Warwick R and Aatrox Qs, my tenacity doesn't help me. It's only going to be helping me against their slows, Warwick Fear, Vayne Stun, and Lulu Polymorph. That's it. So they still have a decent amount of CC that my tenacity is not going to help me against. Gotta lay this Herald. I'll lay it mid. I'm going to start maxing my E because things are starting to get really team fighty. Quinn's going top. I probably don't even need to come over here. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. She's going to get there before I get there anyways. Might as well stay. At this point, I should be splitting bot right now because that's where Vayne is. And none of my teammates are matching it. And I can easily solo Vayne. We can get Bork and tier 2 boots. Normally on Jax jungle, you're looking to get, like I said, oh, we already have tier 2s, but yeah, you're normally going to go for Merc Treads or plated steel caps. Ionian boots aren't bad, it's just super greedy. Gonna take the portal behind her, get wrecked Vayne. Auto attack W reset with my Eon. Got the stun. Red Smiter. Bada boom. She's a goner. Close fight. She's not even behind either. She's actually very similar in kills to me. I had 6 kills at the time and she had 4. Boy, do I love red buff. I'll be taking that. Ooh, that hurt. This is warded. I'm glad Galio stopped for a moment to let me jump to him. If he didn't, I probably would have died. You can also jump towards. Usually as the jungler, you want to keep your Oracle lens so you can gank a little better. Oh, I need to jump to something. Oh my god, he snatched me out of the air. My Q was almost off a cooldown. That sucks. We'll go ahead and... I kind of want Sterix at this point, and then I'll get the Bork, because we're already team fighting. Aatrox popping off. TF goes in very, very late, and he's going to get himself killed. Feels bad. Biggest thing we needed to do differently that fight is not fight it. It didn't make much sense with our position. We were fighting in a bit of a choke. Made it very easy for Aatrox to set up his stuns. He's not even full item, and he's doing that type of damage. I'm going to see if I can get this Herald, and I'm going to perma split push as much as I can. These team fights are getting really bad for us. I don't know if I can take this in time. It'll be close. I think we can. Just need like 15 more seconds. Auto attack W reset. Yeah, we got it. Nice. I'm not even gonna smite it. Dragon's coming up soon. We should stay near top side. They go for dragon. They'll lose multiple turrets. It's worth sacrificing a dragon for 2 or more turrets easily. Quinn finds a nice little pick. Like I said, we're gonna try to avoid grouping at this point unless it makes a lot of sense. There's too much CC on their team. Yeah, the Lulu R. I'm still under the turret apparently. That kind of sucked. At least we got the Lulu R. We'll come down for dragon. Warwick's going to be getting movement speed off me because I'm low I'm below half health. That is our team's third dragon. We're getting very close to soul. Very, very close. Kind of need some life still. There may be a team fight going on. Don't think we should fight it even though we're up a person right now, because we got several low health teammates, including myself. I'll go split push bot. Quinn's already top side. She can split that. Their team is really not split push oriented. It's more just team fight because of the Lulu. Diana are back to full health. Galio kind of went AP. Got the Everfrost. That kind of forces me to be the tank on the team. We're gonna start maxing our E. They just got 2 kills. None of our team was really there. They were definitely overextended. Ashe is about to get soloed. Don't know how she got out of that one. Oh, she burned flash. Makes sense. I think they lose turret here because they all overextended top side. I'm gonna stay in here so they come from this way. She R'd for that. So she condemned early. I guess she thought I was gonna jump on her immediately. I was just planning on getting away to my minions. I didn't want to stand on this side because I didn't want them to cut off my escape, so I stood closer this way, so if they came this way I could just run back around. As long as you're in range to jump to a minion or a ward, can't really get to you. Unless they have something crazy like LeBlanc, double jump chain. Oh, he's gonna get that stupid speed up. Galio's getting caught out. Oh, let's kill them. Got Ghost on. That's the Lulu. I don't know. That was a bit of a limit test. I wanted to see how they would react. We're still on our Ghost, so it's really hard for Aatrox to keep up with us here. Nice. That actually turned out really well. Diana's about to get wrecked. I'll attack double reset Q. And our Sterix is going to keep us alive. Sterix is so freaking good. Much, much stronger for team fighting than Bork is at this stage. Oh, that was an int. That was an int or a DC. Or a mom beat down in the background playing too much League. I think we could have even ended here. I think we should. That's whatever, we'll pull out. Easy escape. I'll take that red buff. I can even wait for Vayne to come over here if she's foolish enough. I feel like someone's gonna come over here. Someone's gonna come from bot wave. Yep. Got my Eon. I don't know how Warwick got there. Got red smite on Vayne. Oh, that Lulu R. They couldn't kill. Ooh, I need my E. Yeah, I need my E. I'm getting healed a lot from the red buff right now. I think I can turn on this guy. Smite the golem. He's just running. It's so annoying. Auto attack double reset. And I'll stun him right when he comes out of taunt. Yeah, he can't play the game. Too much CC. He got ever frosted once or twice. Stunned, taunted, and stunned again. And we're back to full health. We're sitting on nearly 6k gold, about to get Dragon Salt, and this game will be officially over. After Bork, you can go for Wit's End, Death Stance. A lot of times recommended items are solid choices. against their team, I'm feeling the Gunzus, baby. It's tough. Such a tough choice. Since I want to split, I think Hullbreaker would be really, really strong. Even though it's not a recommended item, it's low-key crazy OP. The amount of stats it gives. It's basically 2 items in one when you look at what it does. 50, 80, 400 health, a lot of base health regeneration. More importantly, we're going to be getting over 50 armor and 50 magic resist, plus bonus damage against turrets, and buffing our minion versus turret. It turns you into a ridiculously good split pusher like York. We already have a bunch of attack. Oh, I just wasted Ghost. Damn, that was an accident. She condemned me into Warwick R, and then I stunned him out of it. I wasn't going to be able to get him in time after he stunned TF, but the Vayne condemn pushed me into it. Oh, not like this. Vayne killed me, but will she die for it? Not quite. By the way, Hullbreaker doesn't do anything unless you're actually split pushing. So since we weren't split pushing there, we weren't getting its bonus 47 armor and 47 magic resist. It gets up really high. It gets all the way when you're level 18, 60 armor and 60 magic resist, which is more armor than Dead Man's gives, or more magic resist than Wit's End gives. And that's why I'm saying Hullbreaker is really like 2 items in one. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to really utilize it to its fullest, but regardless, I hope you guys did enjoy this game of Jack's Jungle. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking at damage dealt against enemy champions, we have the second highest in the game behind Quinn. Looking at damage taken, we had taken the most on our team. Not the most in the game. Looking at self-mitigated damage, I predict will be the second highest. Oh, wow. We even had less self-mitigated than Aatrox. That's crazy. But we were this, once again, one of the highest on our team. So we were the tank for our team, but not quite as tanky as their team. Looking at runes, we had 72 seconds of full lethal tempo uptime. Triumph gave us back over 2,000 health, 480 bonus gold. Tenacity, we completed at pre-10-minute mark. That's really soon. Coup de grace did 800 damage. Sudden impact 616. Sudden impact's usually a low performer on Jax compared to other champions. It seems to do a lot more for champs like Evelynn off of her E. And Ravenous Hunter, total healing, gave us back 5,600 health. That's a lot. All in all, Jack's Jungle really strong. Just try to pick him against junglers where you can block their auto attacks like Warwick, Xin Zhao, Lee Sin, stuff like that. Or even Kindred. He struggles a lot more versus Graves since Graves has the dash and the smoke screen, plus Graves gets a bunch of free armor for no reason. So Graves is a bit of the exception to the auto attack rule. Other than that, Jack's Jungle, awesome jungler.